Yeah, I wouldn't know how to respond to this either. Hello, fellow heroes. I'm Action Smacchan, the 2-in-1 hero made up of a virus from the 70s and a guy who likes to watch things. And it is back to school season. Summer's already closing out and the weather's getting a whole lot cooler. But I thought to myself, what is some of the most back to school tokusatsu I can think of? And you know what? One of the ones that the top of my head is this one. So pack up and let's get in it. You know, thinking back and looking at the Ultraman and previous Ultraman series and their openings, it did make me think of that Ultraman as part of its sort of like branding is that they like to do the silhouettes. And they don't do that so much in more recent series. I don't think it's in like Blazar or anything, and looking at this one, they're not doing it. Where they show the silhouettes of the characters and the Ultraman, but it does seem a whole lot less in the modern Ultraman branding outside of like the title cards for the episodes. I know, just an observation because I was thinking about it about how specifically Ultraman really likes the silhouettes. Oh no! Cute girl time, and we're not ready for it. She's not ready for cute girl time. But look at her knocking it out of the park. And this is some character introduction. The butt. What an endearing character introduction. She has heroic qualities for trying to help a lady. But Misuzu also got the some Wawa waifu points. How clumsy. But they also did a good job establishing these two's relationship, Hikaru and Misuzu's, while also, introducing the characters immediately. I mean, we do get like an internal monologue or narration from Hikaru, but you also see how his heroic quality jumped into action immediately when he saw a person in a stroller falling to their doom, I suppose you could say. But he jumped in immediately, and you can grasp how he can work as a hero. But also you get that these two immediately have a chemistry. You could tell that they're friends, longtime friends, with the way they reacted to each other when they finally realized who they were talking to. You could tell that they were longtime friends, and they could take a quick little jab at each other. There was a playfulness to it. But yeah, very good scene. Also sets the tone. It could be a little bit lighthearted with this series right off the bat. Oh, aha, elementary school. This is it. We're back to school. Ginga Jinja. Ginga Jinja. Way more catchy in Japanese. What was that laugh? Ginga Jinja. Oh, he's the Ginga Jinja Jin-chan. He is a tall boy. Oh. So into it. But so am I. Still looking. Still can't stop looking. He's still looking. Oh yeah, her voice is pretty particular. She is a squeaky girl. Everybody's flirtatious today. What? Whoa. If I were them, I'd be like, this place is haunted, we're leaving. I also want to think about how I feel about that scene just now. Using the reunion of childhood friends, introducing the other two to characterize the main character further, because that conversation really was largely about Hikaru and how he often talks about wanting to be an adventurer. But it didn't really touch up on what anybody else was doing in the past 7 years. So I guess it was mostly about characterizing Hikaru. It was also presented them playing soccer at their old elementary school. I guess that does speak towards kind of creating like a nostalgia factor for this setting. I guess it's kind of trying to instill that feeling, this nostalgic feeling, in this series. Interesting. So maybe nostalgia is just going to be an element resonating throughout this season of Ultraman. It's very futuristic looking. Whoa. Oh, it's the old dudes. Oh, they look like they're in trouble. Oh, that's what in trouble looks like. It's Taro! Ah, he even had the theme song going, man. Ah, it's his NFC chip. Hey, Glad, poke my foot. I wasn't ready for cute girl time. Mugwort does not sound delicious, but when I have it on like a pastry, delicious. Oh, wait, no, don't forget about Taro. Ooh. Oh, wow. She recognized that immediately. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to respond to this either. Danced in front of our car and showed us a toy. I poked his toe, but it didn't work. You shouldn't believe strange dolls. Misuzu showing, again, a little bit of heroic qualities to her character. In how she very earnestly wanted to help Taro immediately. She just kind of didn't have the cosmic selection, I guess. Poke my foot one more time. It also works as a dowsing rod. Oh, it's a cool toy. Oh, cool. Whoa. Somebody's shooting lightning over there. Lightning dinosaur. This is what I signed up for. Alright, man. Time to start fighting back. Why won't you run, though? Running would be a very good idea. Whoa, they have lightning and tentacle thing? Give me a break. Please get moving, Misuzu. Oh. Does he always rise like that? Barrel rolling? Oh, stop your lightning. Always throwing it. Oh, they got right back up. They want more. Oh, didn't seem super effective, but I like the combo. Oh, with the backhand. Oh, with the forehand. Oh, with the kick. Oh, threw him even more. Oh. Oh. Are we showing him some for real lightning right now? This is a flex. How do you like that lightning? Ooh, crispy. Right? the teasing makes them more adorable. Hey, that was good. But yeah, immediately establishing themes that'll resonate throughout this series. Established the nostalgic element that will kind of resonate throughout the characters and the setting, because it's going to take place largely just in the area around this school, this elementary school, which is one thing that I think Ginga, particularly the first half of Ginga, stands out the most in, is the setting and what it does with that nostalgia factor, what it does with creating that nostalgia for you. and the nostalgia isn't just about, you know, the school setting and the people who want to live out their dreams and the people returning to this school setting. It's not just about that. It's also coded in the Spark Doll concept. It's not just about like the Ultraman that Hikaru is. It's not just about Ginga. It's also, you know, it's bringing back Taro. It's bringing back the concept of mentorship. It's also bringing back, you know, a whole lot of classic kaiju. So it is very much a nostalgic thing, I would think, for long-time Ultraman fans. So there's those ripples of, like, you know, the nostalgic theming already established here and ingrained in like the setting and the writing. So I think that's really good. But they, like I said before, they are also developing the relationship between Misuzu and Hikaru, which is another thing that this show does, I think, particularly well. And again, particularly in the first half of this series, is in developing this romance between these two. First, that they are friends, but also he can't keep his eyes off of her. He needs the cute girl sensei, because he is thoroughly distracted by the cute girl. Excellent episode. Another, just kind of on a tangent, my personal story with Ultraman Ginga. Back around about a decade ago, when I was first becoming a fan of Tokusatsu, I was checking out a whole lot of just all sorts of Tokusatsu. Of course, my Kamen Riders, a little bit of Super Sentai, largely staying in the realm of Toei stuff. But then I wanted to go check out Ultraman because I was familiar with what Ultraman was, but I never gave it a chance. And I did have my friend back in high school that I would think about, who told me just the finer qualities of Ultraman, and that just kind of ingrained an interest in the franchise that I was never able to act upon until my attempt to watch, at this point, around a decade ago. But yeah, the one that I ended up wanting to try first was Ginga. And I think Ginga might have been like the currently running Ultraman series at the time. I tried it, and I didn't really get it because I felt like it was supposed to, because like I needed to be familiar with who the Spark Dolls were. I thought something would be lost on me if I wasn't familiar who Ultraman Taro was or what Black King was, you know? So I didn't have that nostalgia factor, and I thought it would be important. But this show wants to hold your hand and share its nostalgia with you and create that sympathy with you, as opposed to actually simply celebrate it, I think. That's why they go with elementary school instead of like a middle school or a high school, because most everybody who's gone to gone through education has probably gone to an elementary school and has fonder memories of that childhood, especially if we're dealing with like an Ultraman demographic. Like they were likely watching Ultraman in elementary school as opposed to, you know, middle school or high school, because that was just closer to the target demographic. So, you know, that appeals to like the parents who watched it back then, and also the kids watching it now. I think that's the intention of choosing the elementary school for that, and just a closer ring of like the sympathy with the audience. But yeah, I didn't really resonate with Ginga back then, mostly because I just didn't really, I just didn't feel ready for something like that, and I didn't understand that it was trying to create that sympathy. But when I watched it finally a couple years ago, and rewatching it now, I'm like, they do a really good job with it. But yeah, in the comments, go ahead and tell me, do you love Ultraman Ginga? Does it create a sense of nostalgia in you? Also, let me know what other tokusatsu you can think of that give you the back to school sense, if you know what I mean. Anyway, before we go, do check out the link in the description below for the new Action Smacchan merch. There is a merch shop. Man, I got buttons, I got stickers, I got the Action Smacchan backpack, and don't forget about the t-shirts. Man, there's so much Action Smacchan merchandise, so much swag to represent how cool you are as a fellow hero. Buying the merchandise is currently the best way to make sure that we could keep this show going. So if you had fun along with me, go ahead and check out the Action Smacchan merchandise store on Redbubble. Again, linked in the description. And also don't forget to like and share the video with a friend so that they too can become a fellow hero. Also remember that I do stream Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're playing games, hanging out with the chat, just generally having a pretty good time. I hope that you could join us. And if you haven't already, go ahead and action smack that subscribe button so that it's easier to keep up with all the merch, all the videos, all the streams. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next Smacchan Pact adventure.